What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Black Sails, Season 3, Episode 4. And we've got a little bit of situation brewing on Nassau. Because, you know, Woodes Rogers has this plan. He's been named governor of Nassau and has this big plan to go read this piece of paper with pardons to go get everyone flipped, because that's really ultimately the only way Nassau in their eyes is going to thrive. Why not rely on the people who live there, turn them into the people, the working folks, and to build the commerce and stuff that way? And they show up. Flint's off doing his own things, so everyone was kind of panicking about, like, who's going to lead this fleet? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And they didn't really have anyone, and Jack was kind of like, I mean, I could do it. But then, you know, Teach walks in, I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
But then makes a deal with Vane, like, I'll do this only if you leave this place forever and come with me. And
could you actually see Vane being like, deuces, Nassau?
I mean, he took the agreement, so
like, it's one thing to say it, it's quite another to do it.
I still feel like there's still so much that needs to be kind of ironed out before, you know, this story seems as clear as it currently is, because again, I don't think it is as it appears to be. Right. But, you know, there's a lot going on. But on the surface, it looks like Teach did a really great job of organizing everyone, because Woodes showed up and they were like, we're not entering that. We're going to send one person to the beach to read this, and we'll kind of go from there. Woodes Rogers wanted to go, and Eleanor was like, nah, you're not going to go. I'm not going to go. No. Send Hornigold, because
people know him.
And you don't care if he dies. And so it's just really interesting how he shows up, he reads this, he offers all of these pirates pardons, and a lot of people are putting their arms down. They're dropping their weapons and shaking hands and agreeing to these terms, which I find to be really interesting, but at the same time, I kind of get it, because maybe that life's going to be a lot better for them. Clean slate, starting over, getting rid of the pirate life. But at the same time, I feel like they've put so much time into kind of dedicating themselves to this, and the captains and all of that stuff. So I don't know where that's going to go. I see both sides of it. I kind of feel like there's still a plan in place to... I don't feel like they would just be that careless and be like...
You think there's like a... Vane and them all told the pirates, like, yeah, go with them?
I mean, yes, but after watching it back and, like, through the edit and stuff, it does feel like there are people who legitimately probably wanted, like, that deal sounds really good.
Yeah.
So it's
a legitimate,
like, I don't need to be a crook anymore. I could have a legitimate life.
I'm sorry, did you just call pirates crooks? I feel personally attacked. No, just kidding.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things, but I still feel like Vane and Teach, I don't think that they wouldn't have thought about that. But obviously the big catch is everybody but one. Right. Vane now has, for life or death, there's a reward on his head now.
Does Hornigold know that Teach is on the island?
Yeah, because when he rolled in, Teach was staring down at him.
Oh, right.
So, and they even said it. They were like, Teach did a really good job organizing the crew.
Got it.
So that whole situation, I'm still expecting some kind of fight and battle to break out, because, again, this is Black Sails, this is pirates, and there's a lot at stake here. Eleanor has become such an interesting character because of how much she's flip-flopped on everything, and the way she just, like...
Does she not expect to get her position back?
I mean, I don't think...
I'm thinking that maybe she just wants to get out alive.
I think she sees the bigger picture, and that she can't... Obviously, because she can't go to the beach. She would have read that offer if she thought that she was in a good position.
Gotcha.
But she knows she's in a bad spot, and those are the folks responsible for killing her father. She's betrayed Vane how many times now? I just feel like that life is kind of behind her now, and she's just doing whatever she can do to thrive and stay alive, because even with Woodes Rogers, it feels like that shelf life is very short.
Yes.
So,
see that ship over there? I don't really need it.
It's for you when I'm done with you. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it feels like she's done a really good job keeping herself in a position to be important.
Yeah.
And she's done it again, and we'll kind of see where this goes, and we'll see how this whole situation plays out, because again, you know, Vane has a certain dedication to Nassau and Jack, and they have all that gold, which they're kind of trading, which
for pearls.
That's going to create a whole nother issue for Woods, because he kind of laid out the plan. He's like, yeah, I've got a really small timeline here. I need to get the gold back to the folks whose gold it belongs to, except that gold is now not all there. It's been swapped and traded. So I don't know what the initial response there is going to be, but I'm really curious to see how that whole situation plays out. But Flint is not there currently because he's off freaking shark, but he's shark hunting.
Yeah.
And that was just an absolutely incredible episode in terms of Flint and John Silver and their whole relationship, because Flint is going through shooting people just straight in the head.
That was,
I mean, so
just
intense.
Crazy.
It feels like Flint is kind of losing it. He's having these dream sequences where Miranda is literally haunting his dreams, and it's just really interesting, and that was like a really emotional moment. But they saw a dead whale in the water, and John Silver is like, well, there's only 2 people on this ship who have had full rations. It's you and it's me. Let's go. We're going to go check this thing out. But the whale was no good.
Yeah.
And, you know, John Silver saw that there were a bunch of sharks, and so they decided to go shark fishing. And looks like they did a really good job. They did a really good job. They got a bunch of shark.
I totally thought that boat was going over.
I mean, that was so incredible watching them do that technique. Just getting the shark on board, just so cool. Yeah. But on the way to the whale, John Silver laid it all out there. No more secrets, no more deception. I set up the whole plan with the Urka gold, and, you know...
It's gotta feel good to get it off your chest.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking terrifying in the process.
Yeah, because you never have any idea what the hell Flint's gonna do.
No.
But it was one of those things where it almost felt like he was impressed by the whole situation. He's like, you did all of it? And you gave up your share to stay with the crew? John Silver has gone through this pretty crazy transformation about this whole idea about, I just want a quick score and get the fuck out of here, to the point now where he's like, I just want to live and be with my crew.
Right,
like,
because he matters to them.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever really mattered to anyone.
And they matter to him a lot. Like
it's a family.
Yeah,
they care for him, especially now that he's injured. It really puts things in perspective.
100%. And just, there's also a thought that, do you think Flint knew John Silver's been bullshitting him this whole time?
I'm sure he had some kind of an idea, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah, these two...
I think he wanted to trust him.
Yeah, these two are so fascinating and fun together. They're like the true definition, I feel like, of the odd couple. But they work so well together when they're in agreement, and they're, again, not enemies, not rivals, but they're partners.
Just like us.
Exactly, totally, 100%. We work very well together when we're on the same page. But yeah, like this relationship and that whole situation with them is just super interesting, and I just love the dynamic they have, because again, they're very different, but they're also kind of becoming very similar, which is pretty cool. But, you know, they finally got some wind as well, which is like, thank goodness. Finally got some wind. Holy shit. And then, what?
No, I was going to say, who would you be, Silver or Flint?
I'm definitely Flint, because I'm kind of more grumpy. I'm more on the grumpy side of things.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't think I'm that smart as Silver.
But you're very optimistic and, you know, kind of gung-ho. So okay. I think it fits better. But they stumbled upon some land, and it looks like they've got some new friends that they got to go introduce themselves to.
Oh god.
This is going to be really interesting, because obviously anytime you meet a new group of people on a new land, there's going to be some kind of culture differences. There's going to be language barriers. Are they going to be hostile? Are they going to think you're a hostile? Are you going to go in hostile? Like, what is the situation going to be when it plays out? They're all I mean, obviously they've eaten, but they're all so depleted. If this group wants to take any action on them, they're probably screwed.
Right.
So it'd probably be a really good idea to show up to someone's home and be really nice and polite about it and be like, hi guys, I'm Flint. We're nice. Please don't hurt us. We
Look,
mean you no
bring,
harm.
We bring shark.
Yeah, we bring shark.
Yeah.
So yeah, this season has been so cool, and that episode again took things to a whole nother kind of level. And what the hell's gonna happen with Flint? Like that whole crew. What is their future gonna look like? Are they ever gonna be able to make it back to Nassau? And what is Nassau even gonna look like by the time they get back there? There's just so much playing out. You ready to jump into this episode?
Yeah.
That was a long talk. Let's go.
That's so nice.
Water.
Bugs.
I mean, it's never good to drink creek water, but you do what you gotta do.
I've been thinking about our engagement with Captain Hornigold. He offered pardons to our entire crew. He had no way of knowing how many men we even had, which suggests he had the number covered by a wide margin. Go on. If you're Whitehall, and you have it in your head, you want to finally retake Nassau from the pirates, isn't the opening move in that attack the introduction of a universal pardon?
You've been putting this together all this time and never saying anything to me about it?
Men must be prepared to return to an embattled Nassau. Must know we're about to join a fight to resist a British incursion.
It's likely over already. If there was one at all, it's likely it didn't last long.
The fact that they just basically predicted exactly what was happening at Nassau is pretty impressive. Like, oh, hello, you're being watched.
It'd be really funny if he was peeing in the water as Billy was wiping his face with it.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
For whatever reason, when you and I speak with one voice, seem to be able to compel them to any end. Nassau will not be able to maintain such a resolve. Not without you or I there to help instill it.
How can you be so sure about this?
Hi.
Why is Billy the one always getting captured?
Dude, always getting fucked, man. Always.
What the hell? Billy!
By daybreak tomorrow, I'm told more than half of the pirates will have accepted the king's pardon. We will be ready to move my flag onto the island. In the 30 days that follow, we'll need to accomplish 90 days worth of progress just to keep schedule. I will need someone by my side at all times to aid in seeing it done. At the moment, I believe you represent the best candidate for it.
She has put herself in a really strong position.
He's saying such nice things, I'm just worried.
Won't the promising sons resent my presence in such a senior capacity?
I'm fairly certain I don't care. Do you?
No.
I think he legitimately sees her value.
Oh, good. I mean...
I think he understands things would have been very, very different if
Without
she
her
wasn't there.
Yeah.
And this dude just walked on, like, he would have gotten wiped out, probably.
Open it.
Like, come on, just let us have you. And we're buddies, man.
Oh! Whoa! Shit!
Oh my god.
Recognize him?
Paul, something or other.
Paul!
Oh my god!
Island full of murdering, thieving fucks, and you're the only one they can't forgive. How does that make any sense?
Good question, actually.
Because Eleanor said so.
Basically. I like this guy.
The men have cast their lots. They are resolved that you convince Captain Vane to depart the fort. They believe that turning him over might convince the British commander to allow them to keep the fort and the guard.
What? In what world, dude?
that doesn't work that
The fight to
way.
defend Nassau is off to an inauspicious beginning.
Teach is still on the bay. There may yet be a way to salvage some defense.
It's over. It's over. Now, all that remains is that we escape this place and survive. And I suggest we manufacture a new exit.
This has gotten so intense. Pirates have all turned. They're like, yeah, we want that fucking money.
You really think that they're gonna let you keep the fort and the gold, though?
Well,
Come on, man.
that's not gonna happen. I still want to know what Woods Rogers' reaction is gonna be when he realizes that whatever happened with the gold has happened with the gold. I don't know if equal value of black pearls is what they want. They probably want their gold.
Yeah, I mean...
Who are they? Maroons, escaped slaves. They must have a camp upriver.
don't leave. Don't. Why would you do that, you dummy? You done fucked up now. You dipshit. Look, they don't even have to, like, run.
He's very confident in his skills to shoot this dude.
Where are you gonna go?
Seriously. You're on a brand new land that you've never seen before. That does not feel... Maybe that's why he was taking his time, not running after him, because he knew they had traps set up.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, dear. Oh, shit. Took care of that one. Damn.
Oh, shit.
Beautiful. Oh my god, look how pretty. Wow. Look at that water. This makes me think of Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh my god, is this bad? Is this good?
I would
babies.
I would imagine as long as they don't get hostile, they might be okay.
Well, I don't know. One of the crew already ran off and got himself killed. I mean, like, the main characters, I think, they know what's up, but all the rest of the pirates, I don't know.
What is your name?
Flint.
Which one is your quartermaster?
That would be my friend.
How did you find this place?
We were defeated in battle, thrown by a storm onto your shore. There was no design in it.
Who else knew your position? Who else knows where to find you?
No one. We're alone.
Were you me, would you wager the lives of all those in your care on the word of a pirate?
I mean, she's got a great point.
Yeah.
That one.
What? 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 What?
This is tough.
Where are they taking him?
I'll interrogate us one by one, make sure our stories jibe.
And then what?
For those that survive the first purge, it'll be hard labor.
Though not like any you've ever known, but of the kind they've known, cruel and violent. Whatever methods they've seen done to their own kind, they feel
Resolved to repeat it upon those they deem complicit. My name is Ben Gunn. I'm the last of 13 crewmen on a slave trader captured whilst careening on the windward side of the island. I've learned 12 hard lessons from that woman, each with the same end, that sooner or later death awaits any man who lays eyes on this place.
Oh, fuck.
And that before it arrives, she is determined to make you fear it.
Holy shit.
We need to get out of here.
Oh my god, dude.
This is, I mean, I totally understand where she's coming from.
Yeah. It's payback in her eyes.
Damn right.
I have lost years of my life these last months trying to rebuild this place. I'll be goddamned if the new governor is going to inherit the fruits of all that labor. Not whole at any rate. We'll cover your escape to the jetty. It's not going to be easy. The whole island is seeking that bounty.
My escape? You plan to stay?
Made something for myself here. I'll make it again somehow, but I've come too far to go back.
It's respectable.
Wherever we land, Anne and I will be taken care of.
You set aside some of the gold.
She did.
How much?
Enough.
What? Just gonna say I'll see you soon. But that would probably be a lie, wouldn't it?
I like this interaction.
Godspeed, Charles.
Fuck you, Jack.
I need that on a shirt. Fuck you, Jack.
I mean, would you expect anything else from Vane? That was perfect.
I need Godspeed, Charles. Fuck you, Jack.
Seriously, the dialogue in this show is so perfect.
Oh, God.
She is everything here. Priestess, governess, warlord. They say there is a king or husband. That he exists abroad, salvaging those rare items necessary for life here, but impossible to produce. I've seen no evidence of him.
here her word is supreme.
She's not to be underestimated.
What about the other one?
Daughter, I believe.
If we do nothing, they likely kill us. If we attempt to escape, they likely kill us, or the forest does it for them. Oughtn't we be searching for a third option with a better ending?
He's very smart.
There is a sympathetic ear out there. We just need to find it.
He's always looking for an angle. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Which is smart. It's always good to have someone like that around. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Okay. He just said, fuck your sword. Oh, bitch. Come on, Vane. Oh, and the dirt. Ooh.
Damn.
Knee to the face. Well, that's a big son bitch. It looks fucking hot there. And they're wearing all these. Oh, bitch. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh shit. Dude, he looks like such a fucking badass.
That's what I was saying. It looks hot as fucking hell there, and they are wearing a lot of clothes. I guess it protects you from the sun. Fucking sweaty and it must stink.
How can I be of help to you?
I've just returned from the fort. I know you were tasked with restoring it the first time.
And I would be happy to do so again.
Captain Rackham's slave laborers are nowhere to be found.
They escaped?
Someone must have left the pen unlocked there. Overran a handful of guards.
Well, perhaps I can help in finding them and bringing them back. I oversaw them for weeks. They know me. I might be persuaded to return knowing that they would be treated fairly.
There's good reason, it would seem, when you were the only one to whom they refused a pardon. With Alicia, quarterdeck.
Yup.
That's gotta hurt more. That's gotta hurt.
Dude.
Do you think he still loves her?
I mean, that never just disappears. But, like, the amount of betrayal that he's felt probably is just, like, even worse. But, yeah, I think there's still something there. I think he's clearly disappointed.
No matter what I do, it leads to the same outcome. And I wonder if it wouldn't be best just to accept that I have no choice in the matter.
You're curious again, ready to follow me through a door that is somehow less frightening, knowing I await you on the other side.
So he's okay with dying because she'll be there.
I miss you.
Aww.
I miss you too.
When we arrive out there, I am to leave you behind.
Yes.
What if I were to stay?
These scenes are so emotional.
Yeah.
I understand from your men that you were defeated in battle. Then you offered pardons for all your men. Is that true?
Yes.
But you refused. All of you. To a man, you refused to be pardoned. Why?
Some remember the injustice of the merchant service and are too angry to ever return to it. Some hate England too much to ever call themselves English again. Some, I suppose, feel Nassau's been theirs for so long, they have no interest in signing a document that would surrender it to the king.
No. There are 1,000 men and women here. Among them, there is no shortage of anger or hate or fear. They have suffered cruelties you cannot possibly imagine. No one has greater cause to swear England an enemy and desire vengeance against her as we do. If we were offered the same choice as yours faced, a chance to be made free in the eyes of the law, it would not have been so roundly rejected. I'm asking you why you think that is.
Come on, you're really good with your words.
My captain wants England to see their anger and make them fear it. And for whatever reason, your mother would prefer your men fear England.
I see.
I think you see our interests are more closely aligned than your mother does. I have 24 men in a cage out there of the opinion that she intends to kill us all. And you're going to do nothing about it?
I think he did a good job.
I think so.
But I don't know if... There was kind of a threat in there, I feel like.
Right.
Flint's dangerous kind of thing.
Right.
If in the course of our maneuver, we are forced to choose between escape and her death, where are you?
She was on that deck for a reason, so it's here to provoke me into making a mistake. What matters most is achieving our goal, to exit this bay with the fleet intact, and to move on from this place.
I'm worried.
Charles Vane sees past his anger to achieve the greater end.
I don't believe him.
How did that happen?
I don't believe
I
him.
was taught a lesson once. It's been effective.
Taught by whom?
Huh?
I don't know. I think he still just loves her, regardless of how many times she literally fucks him over. Literally fucks him over.
I think Vane is past that point.
You think
I really feel like it.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's still something.
I mean, there's still something, but I think he's beyond letting that consume him.
Okay.
That's a dope ass shot.
I love that.
I'm like, damn, who got a speedboat? That is so cool.
She's under a white banner, gun ports closed. She's either surrendering or we have her dead to rights.
This is terrifying. Oh, bitch. Oh! 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 They are gonna fucking ship on fire straight at them like a fucking landmine. Just wow.
What a smart plan. They put up the white flag.
Yeah.
And they close all their cannon doors.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, let them approach. They turned the ship into a bomb.
They did. Oh fuck. Oh. Bitch, you better get the fuck out of there.
Well, they create worst case scenario. They created a diversion. Now they're gonna get out. Or best case.
Ooh, he's real sassy. Look at that face.
Too high. You're aiming too high. Aim it as hell. That's a waterline.
I mean, Eleanor warned him. What do you want Charles Vane to take from you? I feel like that's just making it worse.
Oh my god. Can I get some fucking water up in this bitch, please? I mean, definitely a distraction. Which ship did
now
they
could just
burn?
wiggle their way through. Oh, what a plan. What a plan. Holy shit.
Genius. Oh, I thought that the ship was coming directly at them, but damn, deuces. Bye. That was amazing. These guys are so smart.
Vane had a good teacher.
There is conflict amongst them. It is there to be exploited. The daughter. This seems to be a significantly more promising option than charging into a trap-laden forest. And I'm not sure why I needed to say that out loud.
I don't think you're hearing me, so I'm going to say it twice, though. No.
Earlier, I told you that I was certain that the pardons would eliminate all resistance in Nassau. And you asked me how I was so certain. It's because I helped build them. Peter Ash, Miranda, her husband, and I, we worked to obtain a universal pardon and introduce it to Nassau to eliminate piracy and restore colonial rule there.
Yeah.
I wonder if the civilization of Nassau isn't exactly what I tried to achieve all those years ago.
Yeah?
If resisting it doesn't set me in opposition to everything I once understood to be good and right. To forgive, to make order of chaos. I wonder if the pardons are the victory. And that the most enlightened thing that I can do is sit still, accept what appears to be inevitable, and let this be the end of Captain Flint.
I am showing you a way in which we can survive this.
You're new to this, being responsible for men's lives. But I know what the woman who leads this place is facing right now. The weight of her people's welfare on her shoulders.
Yeah.
She will not let us leave this place alive. She simply won't permit it.
Well, because you have to worry, are you then going to go home and send other people back here?
We'll all face certain death with our own kind of lie. Billy's is that he can fight his way out of it. Yours is that you can talk your way past it. But for me, I don't know that I have any more lies left in me.
I mean, amongst this crew, he's living a lie.
Right.
They don't know McGraw.
The men in that cage are deceitful men. They will say things that will sound appealing to you, especially to you. Your father and I built this place to separate ourselves from their world.
We're not that separate from them.
We are separate enough that we have no need to see them, to steal from them, to fight with them, to know their chains again. I have worked so hard. For every day that we avoid colliding into their world is a day children are born here, is a day families exist here. I am in no hurry to see that end. Nor should you be.
I mean, she's right.
The pirates, for as long as they draw breath, could and would, for a profit, compromise that secret. They must be eliminated.
Why not consult father? He knows these men. He sailed with them. He might have something to say about killing them.
Wait a minute.
Your father aids us from his position in Nassau. He might have lived among these men. He may have fought beside these men. He may have even called some of these men friends. But when
what?
People in this place, your father knows the final decision is mine.
Holy shit!
You know where you are going? Yes? Yes. Once you reach the camp, my wife will see you are taken care of.
Wow.
Who's there?
Oh, that's so good.
Disembark now. I will explain to Captain Honeygold. Please come with me. Lower your weapons. No!
No. Oh, no. No. Did they just kill Mr. Scott?
Dude.
They're just trying to get away. And Mr. Scott's helping them. That's so odd. And he just got shot.
Dude, this show's storytelling, like, I keep talking about it, but this show keeps finding ways to just blow me away with their storytelling.
So good.
Like, the way they, within one episode, connected that whole land that Flint and company found to Mr. Scott. Like, that's his family. He built that place as a safe place for the slaves to get away and live free. That is incredible. Holy, dude, this show is so good. There's so many emotions attached to it. It's just, everything about it, I feel like, and I'm not one to bullshit completely, but this feels like a flawless show to this point. Like, all the storylines, every journey and adventure and just emotion that we get pulled on makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything just fits. Like, it's like a perfect puzzle.
Yes.
And the whole situation with Mr. Scott, his wife and daughter, it's just like, holy like, it just, they find ways to make something that doesn't seem like a huge story a massive part of the story.
Yes.
Because it feels like, oh, Flint and company just showed up on this island, this beach, and there's people living there. And literally,
and they have to worry about being discovered.
But it's not even like that. That's not even my first thought when we stumble upon a new land with new people. I feel like people have never even discovered that place before, except for the folks that are living there. But then you start pulling that like yarn.
Well, no, they make certain that no one else will discover it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's why they ask. Is anybody else going to find you? Is anybody else looking for you?
Yeah.
No? Cool. You're all fucking dead.
And that's
You're
what
not
I'm
leaving.
That's kind of what I'm saying is like the initial thought isn't that serious, but then you start like the yarn starts unraveling, and then you start seeing the bigger story and the bigger picture, and it's like, all right, well, why are you asking those questions? Why do you have these methods? And then you start learning more, and then they figure out like, oh, the daughter might have a little bit of sympathy for us and be on our side. And then John Silver feels like almost connects with her. And I think he did because obviously she went to her mother to be like, let's not do what we're about to do. And then the whole thing is unraveled and it's like, no, your father. And then it cuts to Mr. Scott and it's like, holy shit. Like the way they tell the story is perfect. Yeah. And it's all within one episode. That is just
so good.
It's so good. And it's just so heartbreaking. And you totally understand where they're coming from.
Yes.
Like, you totally get it. And now it makes Mr. Scott, like, it almost makes you want to go back and watch every Mr. Scott scene. And because now it makes sense why he's always been so committed to kind of sticking around the right people at Nassau. It's not necessarily for him. It's to get his family stuff that they need. Because he's sending them supplies from his strong position that he continues to keep himself in. Except now, because he just fucking got shot.
He better survive this. I'm gonna be real pissed.
It's so incredible how you took a character like Mr. Scott, who's kind of just been one of these side characters who's been with us since the beginning, has always kind of been in the middle, in the thick of like all the really important stuff that's happening. But then immediately, like one simple episode, well, that wasn't a simple episode, that was a pretty deep episode. One episode elevates him to an entirely different level of character, and it's so incredible. Because like I didn't, again, there's no way to predict and to kind of foresee what this show is going to give you.
No, not at all. Literally not at all.
It's so incredible, and it's just so cool, and it's amazing to see a character like Mr. Scott, who has been through so much, like get elevated to that point of like, oh my god, his story is so big now. It is so much more about a singular individual who has personal goals. Because, I mean, you watch the show up till this episode, you just feel like Mr. Scott's just trying to survive. He's trying to live. He's trying to help his other folks. But it's so much bigger than that. He has an entire community, an entire island of people with his family.
Yeah.
That he's trying to...
everybody's the family, and it's like, you have to take care of them, and it's so like respectable, and you're really worried about them, and you really hope that yes, they're able to thrive and like stay away from all these fucking people that just keep trying to like take them away and kill them or enslave them. And it's like, yes, freedom. It's like,
yeah, it's just absolutely incredible, and that storyline just becomes even more heartbreaking, seeing what Flint and crew's dealing with, what the people on this island are dealing with, and now the fact that Mr. Scott has now been shot for trying to help. It's just, it's brutal, and it's very, very upsetting. But yeah, we'll see where that whole thing goes and see what happens with everyone involved in that storyline.
I mean, maybe Mr. Scott can make it all the way back to the island and be like, hey, I know these guys.
I mean, he's got to survive a wound. I don't know if he got shot more than once, because they all kind of opened fire. But yeah, that's pretty insane. But this whole thing with Flint is just... Is he the most complex character that we've ever watched?
I don't know. I mean, he's very, very complex.
It's
like, you're new at this to Silver, and Billy just wants to fight. You just want to talk you out of it. You don't know what it's like to be responsible for all these men.
Yeah.
And it's like, is it time to give up? Do I just stay here and die?
Because it's one of those things where, obviously a little bit of recency bias, but the fact that Flint is responsible for the pardons... Flint was on the other side when he started as McGraw, and then made this transition because of all this crazy shit that happened to his friends and his love and his life. He transitioned into becoming this feared pirate named Flint, and he had made plans, and him and Miranda had this future. Like, once we get everything that Thomas wanted and Nassau set up, we're gonna leave, and I'm gonna leave the Flint name behind. And then Miranda gets killed, and we see a new Flint, shaved head, tunnel vision, savage, and it feels like he's now in a moment where it's like having all of these sequences and like I don't know if they're dreams anymore because he's been awake during some of them, but these sequences of seeing Miranda and having these conversations with Miranda, it almost feels like a Gladiator moment where he sees his death, he sees his wife and kids, Maximus in the movie.
Spoiler alert.
And I mean, if you haven't seen Gladiator by now, go see it. It's almost kind of like that moment with Flint where he's spending this time with Miranda where he sees his end coming, and I feel like it flipped something. Being stuck where they are right now is almost like he came to the realization that what is happening potentially at Nassau is what the plan has always been for Nassau. It's just he's not the one kind of doing it.
But he started it.
Right, but someone else is kind of finishing off his job that he started with Thomas all those years ago. And because when Miranda died, it felt like the Flint name was not something that he would ever retire or just put an end to it. Like there was no reason for it anymore.
Right.
And then that moment with John Silver, it almost feels like, yeah, now he's back to kind of Miranda alive mindset where Flint needs to die, needs to go away, and Nassau's going to be in a good place. And I feel like he's had that like light bulb went on.
Yeah.
And it's just, he is so complicated. He has been through so much. His story is so deep and just incredible. And yeah, it almost feels like he's at peace with his surrender.
Well, I mean, the whole scene in the boat with Miranda, it's like I could be with you.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I have to say goodbye to you.
Right.
It's like,
it almost reminds me of...
Stop!
I won't give away this one because it's a more recent show, but it almost reminds me of the Punisher storyline from season 1 kind of thing, where same type of stuff. It feels like Flint's business has kind of, in his mind, has come to an end. It feels like everything that he needs to do is no longer necessary, with the exception of maybe saving his men or figuring out how to keep people safe. But yeah, his character is absolutely incredible, and just this journey that we've been on with him is so insane. And just got to wrap it up with something fun, because the dialogue in this show is so good. For Charles Vane to say "fuck you, Jack" on his way out is so perfect. That is so perfect.
Godspeed, Charles. Fuck you, Jack.
That is so perfect.
That's gonna be my new instead of word, it's gonna be like "fuck you, Jack."
it's one of those things where I want, like, there have been so many great one-liners in this show.
Yeah.
Whether it was funny or motivational or just awesome. Like, leave your favorite ones in the comments that you've seen to this point. Obviously, no spoilers, but yeah, Charles Vane wouldn't go out and say farewell to Jack any other way. It is so perfect. And the plan that they came up with to get away, perfect. It's like, we'll put up the white flag, we'll make it look like we're surrendering, we'll close our cannon doors, we're not going to have any threat of an attack at all, except we're going to turn our ship into a floating firebomb as everyone jumps off the ship and gets to a better ship to sail away. Seriously, bro? Like, that is so good. So good. Him and Teach together, so entertaining. Teach is just... This dude's got by far the best getup, with just all the gun holster.
The whole look.
The whole look is perfect. That beautiful black beard of his. It's just, he is a straight G. Him and Charles are, I feel like, together, they're like the most dangerous like duo around. Like, the two of them could be not stopped, it feels like. That they're just so vicious and dangerous and smart.
Yes.
Oh, so good. This show is incredible. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. I'm fired up. That was a good show. We'll see you guys later. Have you guys a good one. Bye.